Like, share, and subscribe to my channel as I continue to provide you with trusted information for you to use to make decisions. One of, and I want for person to listen to me carefully. One of the most profound thing to our existence is happiness or joy. And we have been told for years, and it's a critical part of our socialization, all human beings in terms of our current culture are socialized to compare from going to school in things. You compare one issue with another, and that early socialization of comparison, including your families, that modus operandi in terms of comparison, has seeped into the culture, into the psyche of people to the point where what they do, they compare themselves in order to determine how successful they are, how much of a failure they are, what they ought to do, what they ought not to do. So what I want to deal with in this video is comparison is the thief of joy. Now, a number of persons would have been satisfied if they had not compared themselves with others. What do I mean by that? If you had not compared yourself with someone, you would have lived your life and lived your life to the fullest. And what a number of persons are doing is that they use other persons as the markers, the yardstick, the measuring rod to determine where they are in life. And that is what robs them of their joy. The comparison. It is the comparison that we make oftentimes that sometimes put people in prison because they want what you have. And because they want what you have, they go and try to get what you have from you without working for it. And that robs them of their joy and many times their freedom and their life. Because if it is that they are not caught, let's say, for example, you are to steal something or kill someone for something and you are not caught, that death robs you of your joy. That knowing that you did something wrong robs you of your joy. What am I saying? What we have been doing for years, we have been comparing ourselves with just about everything in life to make your existence validated. When there's no need to validate your existence on somebody else or something else. Why not live your life without looking at what others want you to do or what others have done before or what others are doing? Think about it. If you are to live without thinking of someone else, and of course, when I say without thinking of somebody else, is not destroying what they want out of life, not robbing any privilege or opportunities that they want, how would you have lived? Answer my question. I want you to think about it. If you had not compared yourself to someone, would you have worked to buy that extra car? Would you have worked to buy that extra house? What would you have done? How would you have done it differently? Do not allow people's possession, property, things to determine what you want or what you desire. You were made as a separate entity, a separate person, and therefore you ought to fulfill that purpose to which you are here. What makes you happy should be used to determine what you do. And of course, that should not be to trample on anybody's right, happiness, privilege, or opportunities. Let me make that clear. Do what makes you happy without trampling on another person's right, opportunities, challenges, or privileges. What what a number of us have been doing, we have been comparing ourselves with others and other things to get your life in order, to enjoy life, and that robs you of your joy. When last have you sat down and done something that you really wanted to do? When last have you sat down and do what excites you, what thrills you, what stimulates your being, what quenches your soul. When last? But each day, you are comparing yourself with somebody else to be better, and that never make you better. In fact, it robs you of that joy, that inner peace. What do you have to say? Is it making sense? If it is not, let me know. Of course, with respect. I want to hear what you have to say, and I'm going to respond to each person that writes me. Have yourself an awesome day. Remember, as I said before, think on these things. Comparison is a thief of joy. Think of it. Just think of it. Think of